Hello authors, future authors, book enthusiasts, and anybody who might have stumbled upon this channel. My name is M.A. Kennedy. That's M.A. Kennedy. I'm a self-published author, and my premiere historical fiction novel, The Rolling Pin, is available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle, and I have just re-released a second edition. I am very excited. I'm going to be doing a video about that, but if you haven't had a chance to purchase my book, now is the time to do it. As always, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified whenever I post. My channel has up to this point been basically authortube, but I am planning on kind of doing slice of life, travel vlogs, vintage attire. I don't know, I have a lot of plans for the future. I don't want this strictly to only be about advice or about being an author, but of course I will still be making those videos. So if any of that interests you, please hit subscribe. And I keep looking down because I'm sure you could tell from the thumbnail that I wanted to introduce you to my new kitten. This is Raiden. Raiden, do you want to look at the camera? Raiden is a 12-week-old Maine Coon Kitten. Raiden, look. He does not want to look at the camera. Let's see. There we go. Say hello. It is the first time he's been in this room, so he's a little squirmy because he wants to go explore. I decided to get a Maine Coon Kitten because I suffer from generalized anxiety disorder. And Maine Coons are well known for having a very calm and sweet demeanor. I do have two other rescue kitties. I'm not going to register him as an emotional support animal specifically, and I don't want to put that much, I don't want to say I don't want to put that much pressure on the animal, but you know, they are in tune, he's eating my hair. They are in tune with your emotions, and while I am an anxious person, I don't mean that like I would bring my anxiety to him. Just having him and having him want to cuddle with me and be with me calms me down. So I think I didn't want anyone to have any misconception that I would be, you know, that I would be using him as a device to cure my anxiety. No, it's just animals make me happy, and the more I have, the less anxious I seem to be. As having this only be about the kitten, it's a little too complicated. So I wanted to talk about the direction I want to take with my channel. I originally started this as just an authortube, and I'm still only just beginning. I'm only about 4 months into this, 5 months into this. But I have really enjoyed making videos, and I have a lot of ideas for the future, some involving me learning crafts. I'm going to start learning how to sew my own clothing. I am very into sustainable fashion. The shirt I'm wearing is from a company called Sans de Fleur, and they are a brand that sells linen and cotton and I believe wool clothing. It's owned and operated by women, and I just believe in supporting small businesses, small clothing designers, and purchasing clothing items that are made with sustainable fabrics like linen, cotton, wool, tencel. I'm sure there's a few more that I haven't thought of, but in general, that's where my fashion has started to go. And so I want to try and introduce that to more people. And also vintage clothing, of course. You can upcycle, you can buy vintage articles. I like to buy blouses that are over 100 years old. I actually just got a petticoat from an antique market that is over 100 years old, so that's pretty cool. And I have recently started to learn to embroider. I love embroidery. I didn't do this. This is from Sans de Fleur. But yeah, come on, buddy. I think embroidery is beautiful, so over the quarantine I decided to try to embroider myself. Please excuse the mewing in the background. So I'm going to make a few videos about that. If that doesn't interest you, you can skip over them. I'm going to keep doing author content as well as I am writing my fantasy novel that is inspired by fairy and Gaelic folklore, Gaelic Celtic fairy folklore. If you are not familiar with this book in particular, this is where a lot of my inspiration has come from. This was a book that I loved in my childhood, even though it's got very unique drawings in it. But the artist who contributed to this book also helped Jim Henson create the puppets for Dark Crystal and the Labyrinth, which I was always enamored with and fascinated with, and I think are creepy and beautiful at the same time. So that's kind of the style of my fairy tale novel. It's going to be an adult fiction, an adult fantasy. Buddy, you don't want to sit still. I don't want to give too much away about the book I'm writing, as it's going to change, and I haven't even finished the first draft yet. So that's coming up in a year and a half, probably, fingers crossed. And it's a trilogy, so I will be writing 3 of them. And my future plans, I want to traditionally publish as well, and I already have planned, outlined the book for that. But for me, that requires some travel to do some research. And as I can't do that right now, that project is kind of on hold, so we'll see. But the genre is going to be more of thriller, spooky, kind of the Stephen King vibes, and we'll see how that goes. And I will take you through my query process, trying to get an agent, if I'm successful, what that's like, so. And if you stick around, you can watch this guy grow. He's already, I think, 6 pounds, and he's only 12 weeks old. He's my big baby. This video is probably very disjointed because I was just going to introduce you to the kitten, and then I was like, I can't really make an entire video about that, can I? So I wanted to just inform you about future plans for the channel, and hope you'll stay with me. As we're able to travel, we'll probably travel around France. I have a travel vlog. I've been saying this for a couple of videos, but it's filmed. I just have to edit and put it out, and that will be some medieval villages in France. Ooh. And we'll see about next year where we can go, where we're allowed to go. So, but I'll take you guys along for the adventure. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Yeah, I'm already like in full fall vibes, so I'm going to maybe try and think of some fall themed videos to coming up. I'm gonna try and think of some fall themed videos coming up because it's my favorite season, and even though it's only September, like the beginning of September, it's slightly cooler, so I'm like, so I've already decorated. Anyway, sorry this video is so, I don't know what I'm saying. I love you guys. Please hit subscribe. Raiden would like you to hit subscribe. He is named after Lord Raiden of Mortal Kombat, by the way. I love you. Bye.